Hey guys, thanks for tuning back to my channel. My name is Memiecarvel and I am back at it with another review. Today's review is going to be a in-depth, detailed, highly requested makeup tutorial on how I get this soft glam look. You guys have been asking me since I think I started YouTube, how do I get my eyebrows the way it is and how I just make my face so flawless. So today is going to be the day that I finally decide to do this makeup look and makeup tutorial for you guys. So hopefully you guys do enjoy this review. This is kind of different for me because you guys are getting up close and personal all up in my space. But you know, I am just so happy that I can just bring this out for you guys because you guys have been asking for it. It's just me, I'm just giving an excuse like, it's coming girl, it's coming. No, it's finally here. And I did mention for 2022, I do want to bring a lot of different content to my page. So this is gonna be the first video of 2022. So hopefully you guys do enjoy this makeup tutorial, makeup review all in total. Make sure you guys are checking the description box down below because everything and all the products I'll be using will be down there. And yeah, hopefully you guys do enjoy this review and see you guys in the next clip. Okay guys, so this video has been highly requested for me to do. So this video is going to be a full detailed makeup and eyebrow tutorial. Like, I'm so nervous because I have never been on camera without any makeup, so this is so new to me. I just feel out of my comfort zone because whenever I do like my wig slays and stuff like that, I always have a beat face. So it's totally new and again out of my comfort zone, so just a little bit uncomfortable, but it's okay. So I'm here to show you guys how I do like my makeup routine. I want to do another video on like drugstore makeup or drugstore products because I do have quite a few makeup, but I want to show you guys in this video like the things that I like using, the products I really like using. First and foremost, you have to wash your face. So I already washed my face. It's good for you to have a fresh face because I do not like anything oily. I want my skin to be nice and smooth. So that's very, very important. Then secondly, I like to just put lotion. I just use like regular lotion. I don't like too much of a high fragrance lotion on my face because for me, I really care about the skin that's on my face. So I just use something that's plain and simple. If it's not Suave, it's baby lotion, but something that I know that does not contain too much chemicals. So that's what I do first and foremost besides washing my face. So we're going in with the eyebrows. So the product I am using is going to be the NYX Tame and Frame, and I have this in the color number 4 Espresso. So when it comes to like the brushes, like I really don't care what brush I have, so it's not important for me to have like exclusive brushes. So I do have like a little bit of unknown, unnamed brushes. I do have elf brushes. I do have Real Technique. So I'll just go through them whenever of course I'm doing that portion of my face, and I'll tell you what I have on. So first, let me go ahead and pull my hair out my face, which is very, very, very important. And then pull this up as well. So you gotta make sure like all your hair is out your face, because I don't like when makeup, like when I see girls doing their makeup and like hair is all over their face. Like, girl, pick up your hair. Like, pick up your hair. All right, so I am going to be using 3 type of brushes. So let me show you guys right now. Well, actually 4, 5. Okay, so what I normally like to do is just brush my eyebrows. My eyebrows are not freshly done. I usually like my eyebrows to be freshly done, but they're okay. They're like growing out, and sometimes whenever I don't get a chance to do my eyebrows, I just pluck them a little bit and pluck whatever is growing out. So this brush is pretty much like, I don't know what they call it. It has a comb and a brush. I don't know what they call this, but eyebrow comb and brush. And then next, this doesn't have a name. I got this with I think it's Milani. So it's just a regular brush from Milani because back then I used to do my eyebrows with the Milani product. so I'm not doing that anymore. This has been a little bit better for me. So I'm going in, and I like to dab and not to put too much products on the stick. So I am going in. So what I usually do is go under and then just follow the shape of my eyebrows pretty much. Then I go on top and I just follow like my brows on top. I just overlap just a little bit because I like my eyebrows to be just a little bit thicker than what it is, because I do have thick eyebrows, but whenever I get my eyebrows done, them girls be trying to eat my eyebrows away. So, and then I just fill it in like so. So when I come in the center, not the center world, the beginning of the portion of my eyebrows, I try not to just go too dark. So therefore I use the end of the stick where it has the brush on there, and I just go in real lightly and fade it out. That's what's gonna get that faded look. I use two brushes, and I use another spoolie, that's the word. So I use another spoolie, which is a clean spoolie, and go in so it can make it a little bit lighter than the rest of my brow. So you see that? So the rest of my brow is dark and the beginning is lighter. And then usually I just go over like any parts that I've missed and fix up my eyebrows. We're gonna do the same thing I did on this side to the opposite side of the eyebrow. So on this portion, I won't talk as much. Side of my eyebrows has always seemed to be the hardest for me to achieve. I like to make my eyebrows look like twins, not sisters, twins. So I try my best to make sure they both look alike, and it just sometimes it's so hard for me to get both of them on the same page. So I come real close to the beginning of the hairline of the eyebrows. I'm just filling up any loose ends. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing. So I just brush it out, and then I use my clean spoolie to get that faded look. And I noticed this one is just a little bit smaller, so I usually just go in and fix up. Okay, so far I think they are to my liking. So next I'm using the LA Girl Pro Concealer, and this one I have it in Cool Tan, and this is my favorite product for me to use on my eyebrows. I do have two. Whenever I don't use this color, I use Fawn. Like if this is running out, I use the other one, but this is my main go-to. Normally I like to just put it on the top of my hands. I don't know why, but I feel that it warms up the product so it could give me a smoother application. So pretty much this is what I do. Okay, so this is a regular concealer brush that I got at my local beauty supply store. It's by Ruby Kisses, and it works for me. So that's what I use. So now that I have the product on, I don't put too much. So this is how much product I put. I put it on both sides. And then now I'm gonna go in just slightly under where I outline where my eyebrows starts. And I try to go slowly but quickly at the same time. You understand what I'm saying? Then I go back and dip and dab, and I do it again. And then I like to pull the concealer down so it doesn't cake up in one area. Okay, so then next I use like another type of concealer brush. It has no name. I bought it from Amazon. It was in a pack. I use a lot of brushes because I feel that, as far as for me, it's important because I don't like my makeup to look cakey. I like it to look flawless and natural. So therefore I use a lot of brushes to fade out to give that flawless effect. So this is another brush. So what I'm gonna do is just clean it up a little bit. So after I clean it up a little bit, then I use this concealer, which is 210 by Real Technique. So I'm going in now just to buff it out a little bit so it could give me a more flawless look. And then after that I'm gonna go in with my what they call these again? I forgot what they call these. If y'all remember, then put it down at the bottom, but I forgot what they call this. And I'm gonna go ahead and my blender. I'm gonna go ahead and blend this out just a little bit because I like a nice flawless look. So then now I'm gonna do the same thing on this side to the other side. And I normally like to start from here to here. I used to just do one whole eyebrow, but I felt like it's so time consuming, so I just go one to the next, top to the next. So that's how I do left to right, right to left. Then I'm gonna go ahead with the same concealer brush that I was using. And what I noticed that whenever I do makeup, my nose get watery. I don't know if you guys ever went through that, but I feel like I'm allergic to makeup, and it doesn't happen like until I get to my nose area. So whenever I use like foundation, like my nose start getting watery. So I am already prepared for that. So you guys will see that when I get there, if it happens. So yeah. And then the beauty blender. And I feel like I see some imperfection again on this side, so let me go ahead and correct it. So now I'm gonna go back to the other side and start at the top of my brow. So whenever I pass over on top of my brows, I just go in a slight straight direction. So I don't want to talk too much because I don't want to mess up. So let me just show you guys. So I go in a straight direction, and then now when I'm about to get over the arch area, then I just do the same thing, but just curve the brush. So far so good. What I like to do, of course, again, is go back with the same brush that I use for my eyebrows and just get like the curve or the humpage where how should I say that, my eyebrows have this curve here. I just kind of like sharpen it just a little bit. Okay, so far I think it's good. I don't want to do too much. So then I use this same brush that I use for the first portion just to get all the concealer. And then the beauty blender. And I try to blend it as much as possible so that whenever I do take pictures, there's no flashback that you could see, like, because some girls, you can see the flashback of the eyebrows and it's so bright. and that's a no-no for me. So now we're gonna go do the other side, and I try to make sure that I line it evenly. So I'm gonna have a unibrow just for a little bit, just for the sake of the video of how I really line my brows. Same thing, and a little piece of the bristles of the brush. My brush is old, so pieces of the brush, like the bristles, are coming and falling apart because, like, for me, I just go with what I'm comfortable with. So if I'm already comfortable with the routine, and I don't want to say I don't know too much about brushes, but for me, a brush is a brush. As long as it's doing what needs to be done, that's what's important for me. I don't really care about the brand. I normally use drugstore brushes. So whenever I go to Ulta, or if I go to the beauty supply store and I see a brush that I like and it's gonna do the job, I cop it. So now I usually like to use my pinky or my index. So, like, for example, the bridge of your brow normally starts where your nose, I don't know how they say that, like right here. So what I'm gonna do is use my finger and just align it so that it can be even. So for this side, I normally just go ahead and I just clean out like the portions that I don't need, which is the middle portion. So this is how it's gonna look. And then I go back with the concealer brush, and then I just go back to the beginning of the brow and just fix that so it can just be a little bit sharper. And I do it to the bottom as well. So then I go back with the Real Technique brush because the bristles are a little bit more fluffier. And then I go in and I blend. And when I blend, I get a little bit of the concealer right in the beginning of the brow, so it fades just a little bit more. And I do the same with this side. And then I just go in just a little bit, and this is how my brow look. So now I look like somebody right now because it's filled in. So now that it's filled in, this is actually the most, like, the longest portion of like my makeup it's my eyebrows and lashes. So next, the product I'm going to use is the e.l.f. Poreless Face Primer. So here is what it's looking like, and I don't use it all over my face. I only use it where my smile lines are and around the bridge of my nose, because that's where I notice I have like a little bit more open pores, and like whenever I do, like, I smile a lot, so then I start to get lines. So I just put just a little bit, and I usually spread it out. But for me, what's important is right under like my bridge of my nose and my mouth. So next, I'm using my Juvia's Place Velvety Matte Foundation, and I have this in the color Punta Cana, which is $4.35. So this is the product here. And I actually need to re-up because this is one of my go-to makeup. I really like this makeup because it gives me that matte finish. I go for a matte look. That's what's important for me. And I'm going in with my e.l.f. brush. This is the ultimate blending brush. So here is a brush right here. And so I just dab just a little bit. This product is very thick. It's actually full coverage, which I noticed. I don't really like full coverage makeup because I actually have freckles, and I like my freckles just to show just a bit. But I just love this foundation so much, it doesn't even really matter. And it's important just to get under your chin, and I go on the lid of my the lid of my eyes. And then it's kind of hard when I have edges, so I just squeeze the brush a little bit and I just get what's like open. It's meaning where there's, you know, if my hair is like done, I try to just finesse a little bit and make sure I'm not touching my eyebrows too much. I do the same with the other side. So then I blend with my beauty blender, and I use the pointy part of the beauty blender, and I go along the chin to make sure that you get it around your neck area, because it's really important. You don't want to walk around with makeup and you see like the flash where you see the makeup and you see your neck is two different colors. So it's very important to blend that in. All right, next I'm going with my NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, and I have this one in the color medium dark number 2 caramel. So this is the NARS product that I do use. So I love this concealer. It's very creamy and it doesn't dry like the I think it's called, I forgot what was the name of that concealer. I think Tarte. I think that's what it is. So it's very creamy and I love that. So, and I usually get concealer that's just one shade lighter than my foundation. For me, I don't like that, you know, flash where, you know, the concealer is so bright that you can see it when you take pictures. So I try to get it as close as possible to the foundation that I use, because for me what's important is just getting that coverage so I don't have any dark under eye darkness. There's no special way that I put it. I just make sure that I just conceal what's important. So I just get a little bit and go on the bridge of my nose, and also I go around my lips and smile line. Okay, so next I'm going in with I don't know, this is more like a concealer blending buffer, I'm not sure, but I'm going in and it has like angles, so I love that I could get like a sharpness underneath my eyes. And I go around my lips, and when I'm done blending, I like to use the product that's on the I don't know what they call this, but the product that's on this, and go above my eyelids. And the reason I do that, I noticed that after I put foundation, it starts to crease up there, so I do that so it can blend out just a little bit. So now that I'm finished blending, I'm going in with my Laurier Mercier Translucent Honey. So here is the product I will be using, and I just love this product here. I have other product that I use to bake, but this one here gives me that seamless finish. So I'm going in with a, I guess they call this like a triangle type of sponge, and I just dip just a little bit and I go in under my eye. So everywhere I applied the concealer is where I'm actually using my translucent powder. So I don't really bake, I just apply and I sweep it with my e.l.f. This doesn't really have a name, but it's just a regular brush from e.l.f. So I just go under and sweep. So now I'll be using my Studio Fix MAC powder foundation, which is in the color NC45. So this is the foundation I'll be using. And this is another brush by e.l.f. as well. I just love how soft and fluffy it is. This is, I think this is a powder brush that I got from them. So I like to dab the powder onto my face. Real important, now that I'm going towards the neck area, I start to blend in. So I just go a little bit further down, and when I do, I just blend underneath my neck. So then I use the same brush and I go in the middle. So when I do that, I'm just touching the tip where the brow hair starts, and then blend in the brows. So therefore it will apply a little bit more to that faded look that I'm looking for in the beginning of my brows. So now I'm gonna go ahead and apply some lashes, but before I do that, I'm going in with my Great Lash by Maybelline, which is a waterproof, and I have it in a color Very Black. So this is the mascara I'll be using. And the reason I like this mascara is because it holds when I put my lash on, because it is waterproof. So whenever I put my eyelashes on, it sucks to like my lash line, and I love that because I wear strips, so I like my strips to last a little bit longer. So this is what I use for my top lash. I use a different mascara for my bottom lashes. Okay, so now what I like to do is, before I apply my eyelash, I like to go wash my hands, because I notice that my hands get so dirty after, you know, putting all this makeup on. So I'm gonna go wash my hand, and then I'll come back and show you how I do my eyelashes. It won't be as detailed. I probably will do a different video where it's detailed step, but I can't really talk when I put eyelashes, so I'll just apply them on and just show you how I put them on. So I'll be right back. Okay guys, so the lash I'll be using is by Cherry Blossom, and I get it at my local beauty supply store, and I have it in the style Night 11. And I love these so much because they are so fluffy, and I already have a pair that's already out, and I already cut the beginning and the end of the lash because it's normally pointy, but I'll do that in another tutorial. So let me go ahead and apply them. I do use bonding glue, which is bonding hair glue, on my eyelashes for my lashes. I don't know, that's what works for me. I'm not telling you to go ahead and use bonding glue on your eyes or your lashes, but that's what I've used, and that's what I've been using since I've been putting lashes, and it works for me, because the duo does not work for me. So this is the bonding glue that I'll be using. It is called the Salon 30-second Super Hair Bond Glue, and I use it well, not use it, I got it at my local beauty supply store, so it works for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and do so right now. So what I normally like to do is take the glue and put it on top of like the cover of the lashes. I already have a pair of lashes there, so I won't be using these, but they're the same lashes. And I won't be talking in this portion because it is kind of like crucial for me to make sure these are on the right way. I normally use my back hand to put any excess that I use, because I use my tweezers to apply my eyelashes, and so I usually blow just to get it tacky. So I never did lashes on camera, so my eyes is getting watery. Normally my eyes are not like this, but I'm doing the best that I can. And then what I like to do is take my tweezers and I squeeze my eyelash, your eyelash, to the lashes to make sure that they stick together so they don't fall out. So next I like to go in with my e.l.f. Clear Brow and Lash Mascara. So here is, hopefully you guys can see this product. So one side is for your lashes and one side is for your brows. So I'm going in with the portion for my brows. So I like to just start at the beginning of my brows and work it on like so. So I want my brows to stay in place. So now that we have done that portion, I'm gonna go in with my Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and I'm using this on my lower lashes. So now I'm gonna go in and fill in my liner. I'm using the LA Girl Pro, which is the Glide Liner, and I have it in the color Very Black. So here is the product I'll be using right here. And I just love this Glide Liner so much because it just glides very easily, and it doesn't how should I say that, like whenever I put liner, I notice with the cheaper eyeliner that it's runny, so it's not runny. So I really like this a lot. And what I like to do is go back under my where I touched, because normally if I'm pressing down so I can get the liner on, I don't want it to, you know, mess up my makeup. So I just go back and fix that. So now I'll be going in with my LA Colors eye marker, and I have it in a color black. So this is the eye marker I'll be using. So this is where I'm gonna do my wing liner, and I'm very cautious when it comes to doing wing liner. It is very important to me that I don't mess up, so I don't have to do it again, because pretty much if you mess up, that's pretty much like the whole makeup. So this part is real crucial. So I messed up just a little bit, and I like to just go in and clean where I messed up, and then I just go back and get any areas that I've missed. So I'm trying as best as I can, because this is so hard for me to do this on camera, so it won't be as perfect as I would normally do it whenever I do my wing liner, but I will try to get it to perfection. But it's so hard, but I think it looks good for now, but because I like it a little thick going towards the end, and right now I'm having so much trouble to do that, so I'm just gonna go on to the next eye. And another thing that I like to include is that I like to do my wing liner after I do my brows, because I noticed that I could do it better, because whenever I do it before, I said my brows, I mean whenever I do it before my lashes, I noticed that I can't really see because it's black on top of black. So my lashes is black, and doing the liner is black, and I can't really see to apply the lashes on my lash line, because it's very important to apply your lashes on your lash line. Okay, so I think I got them the best way that I can on camera, because it is so hard to do my wing liner. So now the next product I'll be using is going to be my Fenty Beauty, and I have this in the color Caramel Cutie. So this is going to be my bronzer, and this is how it is looking like. So I don't contour, so it's for me, I don't contour because I feel that contouring, I already have like a more of a triangle or a pointy jawline or a chin, and I don't like to contour also because my nose is just a little bit longer. So whenever I do that, I look like a drag queen, and that's not gonna work for me. So for me, the best thing is for me to apply bronzing just to give my face a golden look. So I'm using e.l.f. professional bronzing brush. Like most of my brushes are from e.l.f. They have some good brushes, and so I'm just dabbing. Actually, I lied. The brush I'll be using is going to be the Wet n Wild. The Wet n Wild brush. I got this at 5 and Below, if you have that in your area. So what I'm doing is just getting just a little bit above where my cheekbone is, and I'm not sure if this color shows a lot. I recently just got it, but I like it. But I think next time I'm gonna go darker. I noticed that they have, I think, Caramel Mommy or Mocha Mommy, and I think I'm gonna go with that next time. So as you can see it's shading just a little bit. And that's the only place that I use it. All depends if I'm wearing my natural hair out. I do around the lining of my hairline, but right now I don't think it's important for me to do that. And also I'll be using Wet n Wild bronzer. It is What Shady Beaches. And I think it's in the color 743B. And I just got this too, and I just love how golden it makes me look. So we're gonna just go right above where I use the Fenty Beauty bronzer. You see that? Give me that golden look. And then I'm gonna go in with my Makeup Revolution, which is a highlighter, and I have it in the color Time to Shine. So this is the one that I'll be using. And I just go right above. Oh, and I'm using the e.l.f. brush. So this time I'm using the e.l.f. brush, and I'm going right above where I used the bronzer. So just above, like where my cheekbone is, where it starts. So I'll be using it right here. And then when I use the brush, I just flow it like this way. So I just go in like, not a circular motion, but like I lift the brush as I come back down, and you can see the difference. And I just go just a little bit where the hairline is, and I just come down. And then I go on my forehead as well. So I just go in the center just a bit, and then just a little bit over to the side, but mostly in the center. And then also I go on the bridge of my nose, which is very important for me. So what I do is just squeeze the brush so that I can get the product just on the bridge of my nose. And then also I like to use this on my Cupid's bow. So then I use the same brush and then go right above my Cupid's bow and on my lips, above my lips. So right in the center. So now I'm gonna go with the same brush that I applied my MAC powder foundation and use the rest of what's on the brush to just, you know, make it more seamless. Next, I'll be using my NYX retractable eyeliner, and I have it in the color brown, but I'll be using this for my lips. That's what I do to overlap my lips. And so I just go right above, and I just follow like my lip line. And then also I bring it down just a little bit and shade just a little bit. And then I like to take a little bit, put it in the middle. So now I'm gonna go in with my e.l.f. in the color Jet Black, and this is really for like to create your wing liner, but I don't use it for that. I use it just to create my mold, because since I do have freckles and I do have mold, I'm gonna go in and fill in the ones that I do like to show. I do have a mold that I like to show right here, but it's concealed, and I have a few freckles and mold that I like to show as well. So before I fill in my lips, the next product I'll be using is my setting spray. I'm using two different setting spray. First, I am using the Mario Badescu's, which is in Rose Water. And I'm also using my Urban Decay All Nighter in Ultra Matte. So I use this one first because I really like my face to be super matted. So I use this first just to hydrate my skin. So I just pull away, and I like to normally cover like my lashes because it does wet the lashes a little bit. So let me go ahead and do that. Okay guys, so for the lip combo, I am trying to decide. I love nude, but I'm trying to figure out what type of nude am I going for. So I'm gonna use 3 different products. At first, I'm going to use the LA Girl Snuggle. So this is the one I'll be using. It is a matte type of finish. Also, I'm going to use the LA Colors High Shine Shea Butter, and I have it in the color Sensual. So this is another product that I'll be using. And also, I will be using just a dab of the NYX. I think it's called Fortune Cookie. So this is the one that I'll be using. So first, I like to overlap my lip. Well, go in with this color first and pretty much get all the areas where I, use the brown liner, but not so much to where you can't see it. Now I'm gonna go in with the LA Girls High Shine, which again was in the color Sensual. And then I'm going in with the Butter Gloss by NYX, and I just go a little bit in the center. It might not be much, but I don't know. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. I just love this look so much. This to me is a natural soft glam look. I do not wear like eyeshadow. It'll have to be like on special occasions. So to me, eyeshadow will consider it a glam look, but for me this is a soft natural glam look. This is pretty much my everyday look that I normally go for. I love that it is matted. I'm into the matte look. I'm not into that dewy type of makeup, and I just love how everything came together. And hopefully you guys did enjoy this review. If you made it this far, go ahead and give me a pink heart down below. That will show me that you guys are interested and want more of these reviews. If you do want more of these reviews, tell me down in the comment section and just tell me what you think about the overall tutorial. It was very detailed, very up close and personal. It was kind of out of my comfort zone because normally I don't come on camera without my makeup. I come in with a full beat face, but I just love that I had got on a one-on-one personal level that was highly requested for me to do a makeup and an eyebrow, and I did a little bit of my lashes. So you guys seen everything all in one, and I just hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe and share, and click that notification bell. Follow me on all of my socials, and yes, see you guys in the next one. Bye. Love you guys. See you guys soon.